Hi guys, welcome to this video. I'm Prajwal from Indie Crypto, and inside this video I'm doing a review of one of the exchanges in India called Zebpay. Now I have been trading on these exchanges for quite some time now, so I've been actually trading with all the exchanges, be it CoinSecure, Unicoin, Zebpay, CoinX, BitXOXO, I got, and a lot of other exchanges. I try and see the exchanges to see what new they have to offer. Of late I also did a user review video of an exchange called CoinX. Reason being, I really liked that exchange because the trading platform was really simple, easy. They're very fast in terms of payments, which is very instant, which is the need of the hour when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and also multi-currency exchange. So that's the reason I liked CoinX and I did a video. But I also wanted to do a video about Zebpay, primarily because Zebpay was one of the first companies who actually introduced Bitcoin to Indians, along with another company called Unicoin. But I really liked the approach and the whole idea and the team of Zebpay, because Zebpay has always been in forefront in promoting Bitcoin in India, in the media, especially when people had concerns about Bitcoin, when people raised questions about Bitcoin. I always see Zebpay answering them, coming out with press releases and statements. That's really great for the community, especially in India, where there are a lot of negatives surrounding cryptocurrencies because of the lack of knowledge or education about cryptocurrencies. So that's the reason I wanted to review Zebpay, which I'm doing here. So this will be a two-part review. In this video I'll go ahead and let you know the advantages and disadvantages of Zebpay from my point of view. It's purely my personal point of view. And in the next video I'll go ahead and take you to my mobile phone screen, and I'll show you how to trade Bitcoin with Zebpay. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed, so that you will get the notification of any new videos that I put up, so that you don't miss any of them. Also check out my website indiecrypto.com, where you can get access to a lot of free resources related to cryptocurrencies. So let's get to the user review on Zebpay. So first let's discuss few of the advantages of Zebpay. So the first thing about Zebpay is it's a completely app-based exchange. So they have their apps for both the iOS and Android, and I should tell that it's the best app I've ever used when it comes to Bitcoin. Its interface is so easy, so simple, and I've never seen it crashing, maybe because I use the iOS, but I've of late started using Android as well. But the user experience across both the platforms, iOS and Android, is the same as far as the app of Zebpay goes. They're very simple, very easy. So that's the reason I actually suggest Zebpay to any newbie who wants to get into cryptocurrencies, who wants to purchase Bitcoin. I always send them to Zebpay because of the easiness and because of the interface they have. Another great thing is, since they're completely app based, and since most people have smartphones nowadays, it's very easy to keep a track of the Bitcoin prices, and very easy and convenient to trade Bitcoins when you're traveling or when you're not with your computer. So that's one of the biggest advantages of Zebpay. And when it comes to India, they were the only first company who entirely focused their attention on app. Instead of having a trade engine on the web platform, they entirely went towards the app. They took a completely different approach, which I really love, because that is always brings out a lot of options for us because if everybody's on the web having say same trade engines, I think there'll be nothing new for us, and it'll not be convenient as well. So that's where Zebpay is about the convenience too. So moving on to the KYC verification, Zebpay does have a very fast KYC verification where you can go ahead and upload your KYC documents when you download the app, and they also have some quick payment options. Now this was very need of the hour, as I mentioned before, because cryptocurrency prices fluctuate a lot, and when you decide to buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies, you need your money to be transferred to the exchange as quickly as possible to lock at that particular price and execute the order and buy it, right? So Zebpay has two payment options currently. One is the normal bank transfer. We can go ahead with the RTGS, NEFT or IMPS bank transfers as normal. That usually takes 1 day for Zebpay to process your payments. I've not tried this. I don't know how quick they're going to do this, but the message in the payment section when you try to complete the order clearly says it will take 1 working day to process the order. And the second option is a payment gateway, which is instant, which is quick, but there is a charge. I think there is a 2% charge if you actually calculate it. That's the charge levied by Zebpay to use the instant service. The 2% is usually the payment gateway charges. The payment gateway will charge Zebpay for including this service. So I think Zebpay has just forwarded those costs to the user if they want to go ahead and use the instant service. Zebpay also have some high trading limits of up to rupees 50 lakhs. So if you're somebody looking to trade large volumes, I think Zebpay is a good platform for you as well. And they have a 2-factor authentication. This is really very necessary for any Bitcoin exchange or any cryptocurrency exchange out there, because here money is involved. Here security is or should be at utmost priority, and Zebpay has done a great job in that. So every time you do any transaction, if you're using your iPhone or any phone with a fingerprint sensor, it will definitely ask you for a 2-factor authentication, or if you can also set up a PIN like a 4-number PIN, and use it every time when you do transactions. So that's a good way of security as well. And also when you try to log into Zebpay, you also get an confirmation message to your phone as well, so that it ensures that it's used by the right person or the owner of the phone. So security wise, Zebpay is really good. I really like that. And the next thing about Zebpay is they have 2 different options or 2 different mechanisms to trade Bitcoin on the app. So the first method is the instant buy method, where you can instantly buy Bitcoin at whatever price is mentioned there. For example, if you can see here on the right hand side, here 1 Bitcoin price is 1,83,000. So this was I think a long time ago. Bitcoin has crossed more than 3.5 lakhs right now, for just an example purpose. So if you want to buy Bitcoin right now, you can just click on this option which says buy on the app, and you can go ahead and buy Bitcoin for this particular price. The same goes for sell as well. If you click on sell, you can go ahead and enter this amount, and you should be able to sell your Bitcoin for that particular price. So the second mechanism is where you can bid and ask. Bid is an option where you can quote a price lower than the existing price. Say for example, if you want to buy the Bitcoin at 1,80,000, you can go ahead and bid for that particular price. And once the Bitcoin price reaches 1,80,000, your order gets executed. Same goes to sell as well. You can quote a lower price or higher price. In this case, if you want to sell Bitcoin for more than 1,81,000, you can put an asking price for that, and once the selling price reaches 1,81,000, that's when the order will get executed. So that's a very good thing, because having both these platforms or both these mechanisms of trading Bitcoin in one app, I've not seen it elsewhere. So it's a good sign. Yes, on other platforms you can go ahead and put in the exact trading price at that moment and buy it instantly, but this is more convenient, as what I think. So Zebpay also has a few services like mobile recharge, DTH and data card recharge, but I highly doubt if people are using it. Largely people are using Bitcoin only as a store of value or transfer of value or to trade. That I highly doubt, but there could be some people who could be using the services. And yeah, and they also have some very good customer support. Is another very good thing that I like about Zebpay is they always respond to your queries, be it on social media, be it on the support forums. They also have a very good knowledge base section where you can get your answers for most of the frequently asked questions. This again is a very important step if you're a newbie who's entering into the cryptocurrency space. If you want to know more about Bitcoin, on how the exchange works, what are the common questions, is your money safe, and what are the ways of transfer and stuff like that. So that's really important, and Zebpay has the section where it's clearly answered. So that's another great thing about Zebpay. Zebpay also has a referral program where you can refer your friends and family to the app, and you will get some commissions if you referred people go ahead and trade on Zebpay. So that's again a good thing for the community as well. So those were some of the advantages of Zebpay. Now let's look at some of the disadvantages as well. Okay, the first disadvantage is the minimum transaction amount is for rupees 5,000. Now if you're somebody who is starting out in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space, and you're looking out to trade for anything less than 5,000, then Zebpay is not the platform for you. So that's a thing. Maybe because this is a mandate for them to cover up the costs, because I've been following Zebpay for a very long time. So they started with the 200 rupees as a minimum amount, then went on to 500, then went on to 1,000, and from 1,000 they went on to 5,000. This is mainly to do with the rise of the price in Bitcoin and rise of the network fees that scaled along with Bitcoin. I think this is a move by Zebpay to cover up their costs. The second disadvantage with Zebpay is there are few fees included here and there, but they're not displayed very clearly. I would definitely recommend Zebpay, if they are watching, to clearly go ahead and include the fees wherever it's necessary. For example, whenever you use the payment gateway, the fees is not mentioned right at the screen, but when you go to the last page, the fees just pops up. So there are fees mentioned here, included here and there, but it'll be more appropriate if Zebpay goes and mentions that, but nothing of a big deal to complain about. And third thing is the wallet is not recommended for long-term storage. Now I actually mentioned this for every exchange out there. Please do not leave your Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies in the wallets of the exchanges if you're looking out to store or use your cryptocurrencies for a long term. This is important because there might be downtime from the exchanges, or there might be unforeseen situations where the exchanges might have to go out of service. They might be stopped, or they might be taken down for some reason, or they might go ahead and block your accounts as well. So cryptocurrency is still in its infancy, so we do hear a lot of news about exchanges being taken down for some reasons, exchanges banning people accounts without notice and stuff like that. So that's the reason I always recommend you not to store your cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in the exchange's wallet, and go ahead and transfer them to your most safer wallet, like your mobile wallets, hardware wallets, etc. But if you're somebody who's looking out to trade on a frequent basis, then you can go ahead and leave the cryptocurrencies in the exchange's wallet. So those were a few of the disadvantages that I personally think about Zebpay. One more disadvantage, I would say, I would not say is a disadvantage, one more expectation or suggestion from my end was that since Zebpay was one of the first companies who actually introduced Bitcoin to India, and they've been in this cryptocurrency space for a long time, I expected them to scale higher than what they currently are. Like, I expected them to add more services, because they're one of the first companies who brought in the mobile recharges into the cryptocurrency space. So I thought they would bring in more services like bill payments and other stuff. I also expected them to bring in other cryptocurrencies as well, because this year specifically we have seen the rise of altcoins, and we have seen a rise of multi-cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinex. So I thought Zebpay, if they had entered that space before Coinex, it would have been great, because even now Coinex doesn't have an app yet on the mobile phones. They are predominantly based on browser-based web platforms. So if Zebpay could have entered that space of multi-cryptocurrencies, I think they could have captured the market even better. They had the first mover advantage. So I think that's one of the disadvantages or suggestion I would say from my end to Zebpay. So that's the first part of the video, guys. This is where I discussed the pros and cons of Zebpay. So I hope this video is not too long. So in the next video, I'll go ahead and take you to my mobile screen, and I will show you how to trade Bitcoin with Zebpay. So stay tuned for that video. Please go ahead and like this video if you found it informative or if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.